everyone, welcome back. I'm Jadealy and today is day 4 of reviving my boyfriend Lammy's abandoned Genshin account and trying to get 36 stars in the Spiral Abyss. But today is different because after I fix his account, Lammy will be the one who is attempting the Abyss. Because he really enjoyed watching my suffering on his account, now it's my turn. So stay tuned and don't forget to like and subscribe or your account will be cursed like Lammy's. Let's jump into Lammy's account and see what's been going around while I wasn't looking. I want to pause the video for a moment to show you another game I've been playing a lot recently. Zone Zero. If you don't know what ZZZ is, it is a fast-paced action RPG by Hoyoverse, the same developer behind Genshin Impact. In ZZZ, you play as a proxy and build teams of agents for really fast, stylish combat. I absolutely love ZZZ's combat, and my favorite agent is Hugo Vlad. Clearly. I'm also really excited for the upcoming version 2.6 Encore for an Old Dream, which launches on February 6th. In this version, they are introducing a new idol faction called Angels of Delusion. This idol group has 3 members, Nangongyu, Suna, and Arya. To me, all of them are so adorable, but my favorite one is Arya. She has 2 different forms and she looks incredibly fun to play. And just like a real idol group, they've become even stronger when paired together as a team. By the way, if we are talking about ZZZ, we shouldn't forget about Bang Boos. I even have my own Bang Boo. And Angels of Delusion girls also have their own Bang Boo called Biggest Fan, which is a very fitting name, by the way. Both Arya and Suna will be available as playable agents in version 2.6, and there will also be new Internaut missions where you can learn more about them, along with tons of Angels of Delusion themed events. So don't forget to check those out. And if you decide to try Zone Zero, you can download it using my link in the description. Thank you for your support as always, and huge thanks to Zone Zero for sponsoring today's video. And now we can go back to the video. What the hell? Why is... Okay, Lammy, you have explanations to do. Because why are we here in the middle of nowhere with this team, with Shinobu again on life support? Are you a robot, Jade? How did you know? Did I say like beep bop in the middle of a sentence without realizing? Because how else could you understand that? Okay, we should actually get out of here because we are freezing our butts off here. Yes, 5 condense and 357 resin. I can do what I want on Lammy's account. Alright, as our first step today, I gotta update you about something first because it's hilarious. You know, last episode I attempted to do Lammy's Abyss and the teams were Arlecchino and Flins. With Flins, this was the situation. 12 level flower and 12 level goblet. He didn't have fully leveled up artifacts while I was trying to beat the Abyss with him. And I don't even know how I skipped this little detail. But today we're gonna fix this, okay? We're gonna start with leveling Flins and Arlecchino up to level 90. So let's start there. I hope, Lammy, you have enough Mora and you have enough XP books to do this. Okay, you passed, I think. 4 million Mora? This looks like enough XP books. Actually, Lammy cooked offline. Bro is richer than you. Yeah, I have like 2 million. Oh, I know what happened. He started farming on his account instead of mine. Because some days we switch roles. Some days I farm on my Genshin account and some days Lammy farms on my Genshin account. But ever since we started the reviving series, I think because I roasted him so bad on day 1, he started secretly farming on his account instead of mine. So that's why how he ended up more richer than me in Genshin. By the way, to ascend Arlecchino, I need to collect flowers. That's good. I will start there actually. After that, to ascend Flint's Ducky-Wucky, we need to... Oh, it's Knuckle-Duckle. Not Ducky-Wucky. Where did Ducky-Wucky come from? I was so confident when I said Ducky-Wucky, as if that's the accurate name. But okay. From now on, it's Ducky-Wucky. I'm gonna beat Ducky-Wucky and then collect cemetery flowers. All right. Should I start with this? Let's start with that. Okay, let's go. Teleport. Let's do this. By the way, he still has level 12 artifacts.
Look, a rainbow!
Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god, why is it going out of its mind, actually? That's what you get. Oh, that was an exercise. Disgusting circlet. Okay, we have enough Takiwaki material. Now we're gonna go collect cemetery flowers. And for that, Flint is gonna help us. Because if I remember correctly, he shows the local specialties in Not Cry. I almost said Natlan. How much primos does Lammy have? Can I get some predictions? If you look carefully, you probably saw it while we were looking at his more account, but if you haven't seen it, I would like to hear your predictions. 600 primos, 10 primos easy. Lammy, stop baiting. 5k, 3k, 4k. Okay, 7k, 6k. Okay, let's see how many primos does Lammy have. 3.5k. Whoever said 3.5k, you won. Lammy, do you want to pull for Voresta? Oh, he said no. Nope, it's my Colombina font, those 20 pools. Okay, Lammy's gonna get Colombina with 20 pools, guys. It's a dream. Who's to say it's not gonna become a reality? By the way, I'm collecting your Luna, wait, what was the name? Luna Clee? So you can thank me later, Lammy. Oh, a little pineapple slice. Do we have enough? Ha. Slay. Ascending flames to level 90. Actually, Lammy has more than enough XP books. Level 90 flints already. Let's fix the artifacts. Okay, it's totally valid that I didn't want to roll this flower. Wait. We still have some resin. We can roll the artifacts after we farm for it. Okay, next move is gonna be leveling up Flinza's talents. So double 9 is what I want, but will double 9 is what we get because we only have 2 pieces of the weekly boss. Let me go. Let's see if we can craft it. What do you mean you can't? What do you mean you can't? You don't have any dust? There is no dust in your account? No, we can't because, it's not the dust, by the way. What do you call this? Dream solvent. Yeah, we have to go fight it. We need to go fight it. Okay, let's do it in co-op. Hello. Rise the Frina, Kazuha, and it's coffee. Good luck to us.
Off to the freezer.
I'm already dead. Oh my god, I'm gonna die.
Never again.
Oh my god, I hope you guys can do it without me. Oh, I'm gonna get revived in the second phase. Oh my god, you guys are awesome. Slay. What?
One with Nick.
I thought he was done. You were right. Okay, I got revived. The worst part, we need to get both of them more or less at the same time, don't we?
So many regrets.
I died again. Poor Kazuha is getting smacked left and right. I think we should restart. Nucleate time. Nucleate is cooking. Skirk is cooking, Rise is cooking, Frina, we are all cooking here. Again, why is it yelling like that? That's so embarrassing if you think about it. There's this meme, there's this guy sweating in front of his computer, clicking the buttons like crazy. I'm that right now.
To conclude.
No, she's reviving him. That's what you get. Oh, we got him. Yes. Oh my god. Slay. That was my first time seeing it move like that. Absolutely, that was crazy. Alright guys, we did it. Slay. Okay, we got 2 pieces. And also, yeah, we got a dream solvent as well. That was one hell of a fight. Did I get the right piece? I got the right piece. I don't need to convert. Okay. That's nice. That means we can level up. Flint's Burst level 9. Now let's make skill level 9. Finally. Oh my god, girl, you scared me, Margaret. Alright, level 9 talents for Flint's. All we have left to do is level up the artifacts, but that's gonna be later because first I need to farm Arlecchino. Time for Arlecchino to be level 90. Okay, what do we need? Flowers. Go collect. Alright, Chlorinde and Linny are the ones who show the local specialty. I don't have either of them on Lami's account, so we just have to trust our instincts and my memory while I was farming for Arlecchino back in the day. So I know they are all here. 10 more, 10 more. And on the opposite side too. 14. Okay, let's go. This is a place. This feels nostalgic because the last time I collected these flowers were for Arlecchino during her release. It's so unfair that only Clorinda and Linny shows Fontaine specialties. Ooh. Nice little party going around here. Okay, that's enough. Ascent. Huge W moment. Level 90 Arlecchino. I feel so proud. I feel so proud. And Lami, you should feel so proud too. Because this is the moment we've been working on. Amazing. Amazing. Okay, level 90 Deathmatch, level 90 Arlecchino. Okay, artifacts are all leveled up. Now, let's level up her talents. Depending on... okay, 2 million Mora. I will need Mora because I'm still going to farm for Flinz's artifacts. And we're gonna level up Flinz's artifacts. And Flinz's weapon too. Situation a bit tough. I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to level up Flinz's weapon too. I'm gonna make Arlecchino's normal attack level 9. The rest, probably, I will leave it as it is. Alright, level 9 normal attack. Okay, Arlecchino is ready. Pretty good. That is pretty good. About Flinz. Alright, ascended the weapon. Now, depending on the amount of Mora we need to spend, I will either level it up to level 90 or I won't because I need to upgrade artifacts to 300. Okay. Slay. 300k. Thank you, Raiden, for the discount. A true queen. Okay, level 90 weapon, level 90 flints, level 9 talents. Okay, the only thing that is left for us to do is to go farm those artifacts in that cursed domain. That is in not cry. Okay, let's go. Do I have hope? Maybe a little bit. Let's watch Flint slay this domain. Slay. Okay, okay, great. Double defense. Awesome. Actually, this is better than the current flower, so I'm gonna keep it. Energy recharge, and that's absolutely disgusting. I need to cope. Look at the current flower. We need to cope. That's disgusting. That's also disgusting. That's also disgusting. Okay, that means more scam box material. It's fine. Whatever we get from this domain, all of the trash are gonna be thrown into scam box for Gladiator. By the way, Gladiator is what we use on Arlecchino currently. All I hear about is how this domain is so bad. How is it so cursed? What the hell is that Hydro Goblet? No. Moving on.
Fear the dark.
I appreciate the grown flints. That was nice. Whoa. Oh my god, I was so happy for a moment. Why is it defense? Why is it defense? Okay, it's fine. I'm totally cool, guys. I'm totally cool. It's okay. It's okay. That is trash. That is also trash. That is trash too. Half trash. Probably is gonna roll and become a trash. So sweet, the domain wants so badly to defend Flints. The domain just wants to defend Flints. That's why we keep getting defense. Let's make a deal. You die. After that, you're gonna give us good artifacts. And we're gonna leave this domain happy for a change. Defense goblet. Bad plume. Defense circuit. Amazing. Okay, last condensed. Oh, no Flynn's artifact piece. Amazing. That was really bad. Al domain. Let's hope Scambox is not gonna be Al. When is this artifact set gonna be in Scambox, by the way? I think it's about time we get this in Scambox. Electro Goblet, that's really bad. Electro Goblet, again, bad. HP Circlet. Double Defense Flower. Wow, amazing. Wow, what a great stats. Absolute beast. I have no words anymore. So that means we have nothing to roll for Arlecchino. What about Flynn's? No attack goblet. Okay, we have this flower, which has potential. It has attack percent and crit damage, definitely better than our current piece. So let's roll this. Okay, attack is here. From now on, you just gotta be crit damage and okay, not the worst thing ever, not the worst thing ever, not the worst thing. Crit damage, 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 crit damage. Why is it flat? That's literally bad. That's so bad. One crit roll would save this. Like, the situation is that bad. Stop this. Stop this nonsense. No! Okay, I'm gonna roll this. Please roll crit damage. Please roll crit damage. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Just roll crit damage this time. ER is not the worst thing ever. Just roll crit damage this time. Crit damage. I'm questioning everything. Why do every single piece we roll end up being completely disgusting every time? 15 ER is still better. Yeah, yes, that's true. Alright, moving on. First trash level up completed. Now let's complete this monstrosity. It makes me want to physically roll ER, please. Yes! Yeah, thank you so much for that defense. Yay! By the way, officially under 1 million Mora, but we completed Flynn's build. 58% crit rate and 194% crit damage and 138% energy recharge. How much crit rate are we getting? 30%. So 88% crit rate and 194% crit damage. 1000 defense, by the way. Now, Flynn's is completed. Arlecchino is completed. Do you know what that means? I can sit back and relax and let Lammy go into Abyss. And again, as I said, it's my turn to watch Lammy suffer in the Abyss. So, it's Abyss time, guys, and for that, we need to set up like a second chair here. So, I'll be going away. Don't get your hopes up because there is not going to be a face reveal from Lammy today. Since he's going to be here with us for the first time on stream, we're going to turn off the camera. See you later. Alright, normally we plan to add an Abyss part with live reactions of me and Lammy's playthrough, focusing on memorable and funny moments. But guys, he played Abyss for 4.5 hours. I repeat, 4.5 hours. It is impossible to cover all of that with live reactions because there are so many memorable moments. That's why I will narrate what happens during those 4 hours and maybe insert some good moments here and there. So, buckle up. Last time when I attempted, I got 32 stars out of 36. So Lammy needs to get 36 stars or he just has to beat my record. But I should remind you that the Abyss I fought had that ugly stupid crab which ruined my whole Abyss run. And I also fought with an uncompleted Flynn's build. He literally had level 12 artifacts, maybe one level 20 artifact. Meanwhile, Lammy has fully built Flynn's and Arlecchino right now, so he has a much higher chance, but we will see. Alright, let's start with floor 10. For floor 10, Lammy picked a Flynn's team with Aino, Scrolls, Cookie Shinobu, Flynn's, and an Arlecchino Monopyro team with Arlecchino, Benny, Shilonen, and Kazuha. Solid choices. He could have chosen Fischl instead of Cookie for the Flynn's team, but I think he wanted to play safe. Not gonna lie, the 10th floor was smooth, even though I tried to sabotage him by making him talk. By the way, he doesn't like to talk while playing, and it kind of affects his concentration. Let me start with my first question. How did you start playing Genshin Impact?
Already. Let me breathe.
No. He also complained about his Arlecchino since she's C0 and he needed to wait for Arlecchino's X to turn a bigger red X before attacking. But he's really used to playing with my C6 Arlecchino, so he botched it a few times. It was really funny.
Why I'm playing like it's a C6 Arlecchino?
You play with my Arlecchino way too much, maybe.
Oh, botched again.
If he wants to beat the 12th floor, he should learn the original way of playing Arlecchino, like using elemental skill, then switching to other team members until the X grows redder and bigger, and then switching back to Arlecchino and boom boom boom. You know, the classic. Other than that, he nailed it perfectly and got full stars. One fun fact about Lammy's account. He started playing Genshin in the first week, precisely on 6th of October 2020. But I assume he dropped the game after 2 or 3 weeks like me and came back during 1.5 or 1.6. Now we are at floor 11. For floor 11, Lamy went with the same teams. I thought he could beat it easily, so I encouraged him to talk more so he could botch it a few more times. Because again, I also need my entertainment while watching. He didn't, though, and beat floor 11 so easily. But at least we learned that his favorite weapon type in Genshin is polearm.
I'm thinking about my favorite guy. I like Sha, I like Raiden, I like Flint, I like Arlecchino as well. It makes it polearm.
And he resembles himself with Alhaitham. I kinda get that because he's wise and always gives the best advice, but he's not grumpy like Alhaitham, I swear. Anyway, perhaps you should be asking now,
Jade, if Lamy beat 10 and 11 so easily, how could it be possible for him to spend 4 hours in the abyss?
because he spent all that time on floor 12. And you will see why. Alright, we are at floor 12, chamber 1. And I can tell Lamy was confident when he started floor 12, since he easily beat the floors 10 and 11. But he restarted 12-1 3 times because there are 41 enemies to beat on that floor. And his Arlecchino, Shilonen, Kazuha, and Bennett team couldn't kill these enemies as fast as we expected. Lamy is fuming in the background, by the way. It was impossible to beat it at that speed, so he needed to change his game plan. And he did. He changed his team to Venti, Xiangling, Bennett, and Arlecchino. But he made a rookie mistake before starting the run and didn't check the character builds. Venti had no build on him. So basically, Lamy threw Venti into the abyss naked. After this incident, Lamy switched back to Monopyro with Arlecchino, Xiangling, Kazuha, and Bennett. And he passed the first side of the chamber at 7:35. Now he's in second chamber of floor 12. This chamber has 2 weasels, if you know, you know, that require plunge attacks to easily deplete their shields. Or you can just brute force it. As soon as Lamy started, he used Aino's skill for plunge attacks. And I was quite impressed with this because I didn't know he knew this trick. And I promise I didn't teach him either. Ooh, nice strategy. Plunge attacks with Aino using her E skill? I wasn't aware of your game, Lamy. Another side note, Flinz's ultimate attacks don't count as plunge attacks. So after Aino, he had to brute force these weasels. But he succeeded and got 2 stars from floor 12, chamber 1. First chamber completed with 2 stars, Lamy. Congratulations. How do you feel about this win?
Yeah, huge though.
Even though I tried to sabotage him at first, I actually wanted him to succeed and get 36 stars, so I could say I revived his account successfully and show how good I am at this game. But he rizzed me back with, "You are already good at this game, you don't need extra affirmation." Oh my god, Lamy, that was way too smooth. The rizz is working. He knows how to talk smoothly, guys. Now we are at floor 12, second chamber, and his first run in 12-2 was amazing. He beat the first half at 8:13, which meant he had more than a minute to get 3 stars in this chamber. But once he started the second half, something unexpected happened, and Cookie died instantly. So he had to restart the whole chamber. Not gonna lie, I was waiting for him to crash out, but he stayed calm and restarted instantly, beat the first half again, and cleared the Hydra enemies. But he only got 2 stars. Now we are at floor 12, chamber 3. Lamy said his Monopyro team was only for Evil Bobik fight in 12-3 because you need to constantly feed that machine with pyro, and it has this big cryo shield you need to deplete to break its resistance and deal big damage afterward. He planned to tweak the teams once he got 3 stars there.
If I can't get 3 stars from this fight, then I'm doomed.
What Lamy didn't know was that his worst nightmare wasn't Evil Bobik, but someone else. You will see. He managed to beat Evil Bobik at 7:41, and I want you to keep this time in mind. After that, he entered the second half, which has a mech with a Geo Shield that you need to break with plunge attacks. He beat the boss around 6 something, which meant he got 2 stars again. That put him at 33 out of 36 stars, meaning he already beat my previous record. Congratulations. But the real challenge started now. Lamy thought he could do better than 7:41 on Bobik fight, so he restarted to optimize his runtime. And he did. He beat it at 8:16, saving more than 30 seconds for the second half. This one was faster?
Yeah, like 20 seconds.
Oh my god, 20 seconds faster. Congratulations. That was in the chat for Lamy. Go, Lamy. You can get 3 stars. Yay! During the second half, he was amazing. The boss was at almost quarter HP and he had 20 seconds left. Then, the unthinkable happened. To be published. No! Cookie died when he tried to plunge with her. And that's when we met his biggest enemy. The stupid plunge robot. Another try and he saved even more time, finishing Evil Bobik at 8:30. For the second half, Chad and I helped him with faster plunges using dash cancel with Aino. If you don't know, you press jump, then immediately press dash and attack to land faster. He was amazing, perfect rotations and plunges. He had 9 seconds to get 3 stars in 12:3. He just needed to do it one more time. And one more. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! No! Don't be no! No! You were so close. That was so close. That was so unlucky, by the way. Oh my god, that was so unlucky in that last moment. If Flint's didn't got hit there, you got it. You would have gotten it.
One hit.
Yeah, that was one hit away. We lost Aino. We missed 3 stars horribly. If I were him, I would probably Alt F4 and call it a day. But Lamy is built different. And that's why I love him. He can't stop or rest until he's satisfied with the result. He needs to get that star. He tried for another 20 minutes to get back to the same spot, but couldn't. Still, he didn't quit. He just wanted to change his team and plan. So he switched his Flint's team with Navia to remove the Georobot's shield faster. But that meant he had to clear 12-1 and 12-2 again. And this was the moment of truth. Either he wasted his time or Navia was the key. I have to admit, with Navia, he could deplete the Georobot's shield much faster. Because he used both her burst and her skill, since her attacks and plunges deal geo damage after using her skill. It was a much comfier team than Flynn's team, especially with the shields. But the problem is, we didn't fix his Navia build, so her damage was definitely lower than Flynn's. There was even a close call with Navia. Props to Lanvi, he even tried to stun the robot with Freena's Fontaine effect after breaking its shield. But he didn't know you can't plunge once the boss is stunned. After that moment, he finally accepted that his Navia build was bricked and he needed to give up on the plan. But this took him a whopping 45 minutes. He still didn't admit defeat. He tweaked Aino's build by giving her some HP artifacts, but honestly, she's still level 60, so I don't think it made much difference. I think he didn't want to invest in Aino because he wants to replace her with Colombina. He also switched Kazuha with Venti, but as I said earlier, he made a rookie mistake and only realized it later when Venti didn't rotate properly. His Venti had no build. He really should have checked it before entering the Abyss. After giving Venti a build, I felt like this was his last dance because he had already spent 3.5 hours in the Abyss at this point. The new Venti build made 12-1 easier, but Shangling's Pyronado couldn't reach the Chichen mages when they were sucked into Venti's burst, so he couldn't break their shields fast enough. As a Durin haver, I couldn't relate. I wish I pulled Durin for Lammy too. Because of that, he couldn't get get 3 stars on 12-1. But something amazing happened during his 20-minute 12-2 runs. He finally showed what he was made of after 3.5 hours of trying. One of the trickiest parts in 12-2 is beating the 2 samurai at the same time, because if you don't, the remaining one heals and ruins your time. After a couple of failed attempts, Lanvi finally managed to beat both samurai together and cleared the first half at 8-12, leaving him more than a minute for the Hydra enemies. With 6 seconds left, guys, he did it. He finally got his first 3 stars on floor 12. I'm so proud of him.
Yes!
That was in the chat!
After 2 hours.
After, what, 2 hours? It's been like,
Oh my god.
I don't even know. Let's go. Now, his only enemies were the Geo Robot and Evil Bobik, because I believe he could clear 12-1 easily with a different team. But I could tell the king was getting tired. At this point, it was 3 a.m. and he had been in the abyss for more than 4 hours on live stream. Chat and I were amazed by his stamina. I know he's a tough one to crack, but 4 hours was insane. I really started to worry about his well-being. After countless restarts and failed attempts in the last 30 minutes, he finally started to give up. Fatigue was showing, his rotations got slower, and he kept dying to the robot boss. So I had to stop him. I made a deal. One last try, and if he failed, he had to stop for today. He couldn't beat it. First, Aino died. Then Shinobu. Lastly, Flins. It was over. It took him 4.5 hours to give up. But during those 4.5 hours, he practiced every rotation and perfected them. I truly believe that with better builds or more suitable characters, he could have gotten full stars. He ended with 34 out of 36 stars, which is insane considering this is only episode 4 of the series. At this rate, I believe the next one will be the last, but we will see. After Lami's 4.5 hour long performance, I decided to gift him Columbina. We will build her, and maybe this time we will fully clear the abyss. And that's the end of Lanvi's adventures in the abyss. Don't forget to congratulate King Lanvi on his amazing performance in the comments, and take care until next time. Bye bye!